the final lap. Sobel's right on the edge of Nonskar now. Oh my goodness. Landry taking out Marion Frias, Goose, and Skip. Sobel takes it on the curb. Nonskar off into the sand. Gamer sideways into the wall with Anti-Amazing. Sobel around the last corner. Nonskar does not have the grip. And it looks like they're 4 wide almost going through the harbor. Nonskar is the champion of the season. And here we are back at Silverstone for the UK Grand Prix Season 7 Ur2D Premier Sunday League. I'm your host, Game On Goose. A look at the standings after 3 races. What a banger. In Mexico, we saw Serenade taking it down, but Cosmo on the podium for SCP. Scuderia Pericaro getting their second podium of the year, and that's putting them in a great place in the standings. Gamer and Sobel with a little Viking sandwich there over Anti and Iceberg means we've got a really tight race here. We've got, holy smokes, would you look at that, 5 teams within 9 points of each other. LSA in 5th place and Lynx Racing in 4th. Scuderia Pericaro, though, the talk of the town at the top of the standings after Mexico. What a year it's shaped up to be. Gamer 15 taking pole, his 3rd in a row. Nuno Pamucius, Anti-Serenite, and Cosmo right up there in 6th again, and Iceberg in 7th. The rookies are coming on strong, the sophomores, I should say, their first full season in the league. And we've got a new era of racing in the Sunday League. Rams, Nandy, Farrow, Apollon, Andres, Urus, Game On Goose, and Suicid in the special Silver Bullet VEO livery. Missing from the grid in their special livery, both Russo British drivers, their cars not properly attached to the trailer. The trailer dumped the cars on the road, not participating in their home race. What a tragedy. Here we go. Lights out in the UK Grand Prix. Here we go, and it's Gamer and Nuno out in front. Cosmo making moves around the outside to get up in the mix. And here we go. Hyperion taking wide in the corner. There's a few drivers off into the sand at the start, and we're through the first 2 corners. Hyperion, Rams, Marion Frias off. There's penalties being given out, and our top 6 are making a break to separate themselves from the pack. Sobel and Urist also right up there. Great start for Urist from Lynx, and Farrow looking in 9th place right now, filling in. Iceberg and Anti up into lap 2. Farrow and Game On Goose take each other out. Oh, just a little bit of slide off on the track, but a good recovery there by both drivers. Nuno taking the slipstream on Gamer 15 right now. Gamer looking fantastic. As the drivers battle behind them, Serenade making a push to get up into the top 5 again. Here we go with Pamucius being trailed now by Iceberg, Serenade, and then Sobel in the back, fighting for 6th place with Anti-Amazing. The 2 drivers out front. Sobel still falling back. Can't quite get the slipstream figured out, but Pamucius has got business behind him. 4 drivers right at the tail of his car. Anti and Serenade take it across the grass, and Anti will fall down a couple positions there. Pamucius still defending. A very aggressive Serenade goes for the pass right through the middle of Anti-Amazing. And a great pass by Serenade to get him up into 3rd. Pamucius looking to take it back, though. Is he going to get wedged off the track? No, he holds on. And it's a drag strip down the back straight. And he's got it. He's got the pass secured. Alright, Serenade securely into 3rd place now. But Pamucius goes back for the dive bomb. Sobel goes for a dive bomb as well. Anti-Amazing just staying ahead of Sobel. Pamucius defending Serenade now. Into 3rd place again as Gamer and Nuno swap spots in the lead, just a bit ahead of the race. Serenade and Anti battling together now. This one's for 4th place. Anti goes wide and conservative, probably smart, and he takes the big outside line and he passes both drivers. What a pass by Anti-Amazing. After the hanger straight. Takes them both out. And he's into 3rd spot. Sobel now, in the midst of all this battling, has a chance to get in the mix as well, looking outside. Pamucius doing some waving, getting in and out of that slipstream from Serenade as Anti pulls away a little bit. Iceberg looking for a slipstream on with Marion Frias, probably as he fell back into the back of the pack for the battle. A little bit further down the order, Game On Goose battles Hyperion in 12th and 13th. Suicide way down in the bottom for VEO in their special liveries, but Rams right in 16th spot now for FGR. We have to figure out what happened to him and report back. Camusius now falling back on the pace a little bit as it becomes a three-way race for 4th. Here's Hyperion, Ur2D, Andrews, and Cosmo. Just outside of the top 10 as Game On Goose possesses the last spot in the top 10 right now. Great start for Game On Goose. Oh, so close. Cosmo takes it hard into the pit wall, and that's going to cost him a lot of time as Farah and Ur2D now battle. Game On Goose, I was going to say, a good start, especially in spite of those poor finishes in the first 2 races at Spa and in Hungary. Camusius onto the fresh tires. Looking to pass Ur2D, who's stretching out his mediums. Ur2D with some sportsmanship on an incident there, obviously. I think it was probably with Marion Frias, that's what the M was for, yep. As they're both in the pits, something must have happened. Probably a wedge out on the pit road. Oh, Iceberg goes nice and wide on Ur2D to get by him. Okay, Camusius drag racing with Pharaoh now filling in on RRT. I'll have you know he's going to sign a full-time contract as Jake Brad is going to be retiring from racing, focusing on ownership with his new Rapid Junior team in the CL. As a reserve for them right now at the moment in the CL, that will be the extent of his racing, at least for the rest of the season. Andrews takes a nice dive bomb pass through turn 1 on Ur2D. Excellent job getting by him, but he isn't able to hold it through, and they go in towards Cobb's corner, and he runs into the back of Nandy, and they both get run off the track as Rams was running right in the middle and pushed them all to the side. So Andrews and Ur2D shuffle back the order, but a great battle there as Cosmo is able to capitalize on that situation and get by as well. These battles are happening in the rear of the grid. We've only got 17 drivers in the race right now, which echoes back to days of yore in the start of Season 6 and Season 5 when we didn't have a full grid. First time we've not had a full grid this year for SL. Another great sweeping battle here as Rams gets pushed down the list and loses out on some of those battles. Alright, Ur2D and Andrews side by side once again, this time Cosmo in front of them. Camusius now looking to get back in it as he battles in that top 5 position to get by Serenade, who's working on Anti-Amazing right now. Gamers lead up to 3 seconds now on Nuno, but back down to 1.3 and now less than a second as Game On Goose looks at a slipstream on Marion Frias. It is just incredible to see some of the battles we've seen. B-class drivers beating A-class drivers. Mid-race, Game On Goose battling with Marion Frias. Unprecedented parity in this league this season. The new drivers have all just made the racing so much more exciting, and the improvement from the older drivers in the lower classes have tightened the grid. And we see all of these battles happening now. Iceberg in the mix, who would normally never see him up there, battling for podiums. Ur2D and Hyperion, 12th and 13th place. Game On Goose coming out into the pits for the battle as well. And here they go down the back straight in the S's. And Game On Goose makes a really nice slipstream pass on Ur2D, and he's able to hold it on the inside line as Hyperion and Ur2D draft off Goose's soft tires with their mediums, and Ur2D battles hard. Goose pulls out, lets him go onto the grass, and takes the speed out of the turn and completes the pass again and retakes the position. Oh, he's slower, he hit the grass, and that means Ur2D is into the back of him, Hyperion into the back of Ur2D, but Game On Goose defends and takes some paint from the Lynx Racing, and it's going to look like blood, that deep red mark on the back of the Silver Arrow Tribute car, reckoning back to VEO's debut race in Season 4 at this very track. So that's the reason for their special livery, as Ur2D takes the penalty on Hyperion, battling around up towards Cobb's corner. Alright, here we go. We've got Nuno just ahead of Serenade now, and oh, the difference of the tie up there, and the little rocket that Ur2D experienced after. Game Mongoose and him on opposite sides of each other on their screens, and they end up ditching themselves into the gravel. Nandy now looking at the back of Game Mongoose, but a good defense there. Not able to put to move on right now as Rams finally climbs his way back up the order, getting the pass on Game Mongoose, his teammate, putting the order back as it should be, FGR ahead of VEO. Finally on lap 21. Nuno now battling more so for second as Gamer starts to pull ahead of the pack. As Nandy takes the blue flag, and Rams looks for another spot on Ur2D, looking inside. A great move and a great pass, but he's not able to hold it. He catches the grass, and Ur2D is going to get it back, and he takes the corner. As so, Rams is forced to go wide, not able to hold it, and he gets stuck on the grass, but Game Mongoose takes a penalty on him. So doesn't get the position back. Rams and Ur2D now battling through the S's. Game Mongoose taking the slipstream, going up high and wide as the other two drivers push each other off and right into the gravel. And Game Mongoose is the benefactor of that. Both drivers taking themselves out of the play. Not what you want to see, but it's great battles and great entertainment as they're looking at a little slidey on those worn tires. Gamer comes through on the blue flags to put the pass on both drivers, as he's going to go inside, outside on the switchback on Rams, and Rams having some issues with his car repeatedly. Back to the garage of FGR, we're getting word he is having some troubles, and he's going to take a pit, see if he can fix those mechanical issues and get some new tires on. Serenade takes the slipstream on Anti-Amazing, going outside, and the switchback, can he go back inside as Nandy and Game Mongoose get tied up over the first turn and through the S section. Serenade makes a nice move on Anti-Amazing as Game Mongoose and Nandy battle side by side. Look at this, through the S's. Here they go. We've got their eye. We've got the eye on the drivers battling now for 13th spot. A great battle, an entire lap spent side by side as Nandy gets ditched into the gravel, and a little lag issue gives Game Mongoose a penalty. But a fantastic battle from these new drivers. Nandy on the grid now in SL, coming up from the LTR spot in Challengers League to fill in, and he's now reserving for Full Force, at least for the remainder of the first half of the season. Challengers League giving way to opportunities for these new drivers. Already seeing Pharaoh, Julo, Rams, Nandi making their appearances in the Sunday League. Camry in Mexico as well, and Asni for the Black Blizzard, now given a contract for the remainder of the season. So part-time reserve contracts being given out as Pamushis gets battled off to the side as Iceberg has worked his way back up into 4th place. A heroic battle after falling back early. Now ahead of Pamushis in the Scuderia Pericaro outfit, who's leading the way in the constructors standings, but Cosmo back in 10th right now, probably going to hurt those chances as Serenade weaves his way through the lag storm. Rams not really able to see anything and runs into the back of Game Mongoose, but Game Mongoose is actually a whole turn ahead by the end of it all. And oh my goodness, just chaos there. Serenade takes it hard into the wall, and he's going to fall back, allowing Pamushis and Nuno to catch back up to him. And here comes Nuno right on the tail of Rams and Serenade. Rams looking like he's not giving heedance to the blue flag mechanical issue still plaguing the driver. Is it going to cost Nuno or Serenade? Oh, it cost Nuno a penalty. I don't know if that was related to Rams, but Nuno takes the penalty, moves back a little bit, and Rams stays outside, allowing Serenade to get by him as he should. Pamushis now working his way into the mix for the top 3 battle, as that definitely cost the 2 and 3 drivers some time, as Gamer just happily pulling ahead of them now, 5 seconds ahead of the pack. He'll let them battle all day. Rams holding on to his teammate Slipstream right now, a lap down, trying to get back into this mix again behind Game Mongoose, who you see just ahead of Nuno. Pamushis going for the pass now on him, and Rams, I don't know, is he battling him or does he see him? Rams' issues still continuing, and it seems that he's battling these higher lap drivers. Pamushis has got to be unhappy with his blue flag violation coming from Ur2D and Rams, both not able to keep pace with his fellow battlers. As Game Mongoose looks to be going up the side of Serenade, and Serenade ditches him off to the side saying, hey, you're supposed to be letting me pass you. Get out of here. And there they go into the pits as a team. And Game Mongoose puts the bump on Ur2D and gives him a little boost. That's going to be very helpful as those drivers are battling right now for 13 spots. Serenade onto the mediums now for a stint. And he's probably going to use Ur2D's teammate, a little slipstream there for a boost. And he's on his way through Cobbs and into the backstretch. Ur2D staying right there. Oh my god, what is Ur2D doing now? Everyone's trying to pass Serenade on the lower lap than he is. Game Mongoose using the slipstream now on Anti-Amazing to get some extra time out of his brand new set of softs, as he's going to take a slipstream to try and get past Nandy, who gets caught up in the grass and then easily by the driver. And Game Mongoose is going to try and stay with that higher lap driver as long as he can to increase his lap speed and pull away a bit from Nandy, as Goose had an excellent start but now finds himself back in the 14th spot. Can he use this slipstream on Anti-Amazing to try and catch Rams and get back into the mix for 13th? They are catching him, as Anti's pace is heading past Rams' hard tires, but Rams sends the body into Anti-Amazing, and Game Mongoose is going to get by both drivers. Oh, he's not going to be happy about that, but he comes back for the pass and reasserts himself, but oh, he's taken himself and Game Mongoose out. And now Game Mongoose is battling with Rams, and Rams just dives right in front of Game Mongoose, and that is, oh, he's off the track, and that looks like an issue. That was not, he's out of the race. Rams is DNF. That was not an aggressive move towards Game Mongoose. That was Rams' car giving up and dying on track in the middle of a battle. Unfortunate for Game Mongoose, but Rams safely removing his car from the race finally, as to not risk anyone else's race. Serenade now. Oh, making the immediate move on Nuno. As he exits the pits, not able to hold it though. Andrew's getting a little caught up. Oh no, big stall out. Pamushis into the back of him, avoids the bulk of the problems. But Game Mongoose is on intermediate tires for some reason. That could spell the end of his hopes of working his way up the grid. We don't know what is going on there and why he's on the inters. Thought rain was coming, but as he changed them, the weather forecast immediately changed. I don't even know if rain was in the forecast or that was just an error from the pit crew. As you see him sliding around there, just all over the road. I don't know what the strategy was there, but a big blunder from the VEO. Pamushis now solidly in fourth, but look at this. We've got Iceberg on the better tires, swapping paint, battling through the S's. What an amazing spot to battle. I'd love to see the battles through there, and both drivers keep it on the road, and they do so, using the runoff to keep the pass. And Iceberg's got the position over the scoot area. Paracaro, Belgian Grand Prix podium winner Pamushis. Pamushis now no joke. Going to use that slipstream, get the most out of those half-worn medium tires. The only driver on the mediums right now, we've got Sobel, Faro, and Rams on the hards. Everyone else on the softs. Pamushis going inside. Not quite able to get there. They're going to run into blue flag. Trouble in a second as they get closer to Game Mongoose, but Iceberg pulling away now a little bit. Iceberg going for the pass on Game Mongoose, but ditching himself into the gravel. That's going to allow Pamushis a chance to, oh, not quite overtake as Iceberg defends it. Serenade gives him the nudge off into the grass, and no penalty. No penalty on that at all, as Serenade totally bins Pamushis off into the grass. Now he's got eyes on Iceberg for the podium. Iceberg holding on right now, just a couple laps remaining, as Gamer's now over 6 seconds ahead of Nuno. It looks like it's going to be an exclusive battle to the end for that final podium spot, as Pamushis is way back a few car lengths and not being able to get into the mix. Here we go, Iceberg and Serenade to hold on for his second career podium. Iceberg, this would be incredible start to his season. If he's able to do it, we are on the final lap. Rain is coming. Will the rain fall before the end of the race? Iceberg slowly sliding. Serenade battling with Game On Goose ahead of him, but pushing him forward on the other screen in the lag rocket. We see the confusion happening. Iceberg able to stay out of danger and get by Hyperion at the same time to hold on for this podium. We're seeing it happen live right before our eyes. Iceberg pulls away from Serenade and he sits in third place. Here we go. It is the final lap. Gamer bringing it around for the win, and Serenade looks to go inside, but Iceberg wedges him off the track. He's going to hold on to it. No, the sliding, he's too much off the track, and Serenade is going to be able to get by him, but he goes for the switchback. Oh, Serenade puts it in the grass. He puts it in the grass, and Iceberg gets ahead of him. And it's Gamer15 taking the win. Nuno in second, and Iceberg with an amazing podium for Nordic Thunder in third place. Serenade, Prometheus, Anti, Sobel, Marion Frias, Cosmo, and Pharaoh with a top 10 for RRT, Hyperion, Eurus, Mandy, Suicide, Game On Goose, and then Andrews and Rams down in the back. The DNF for Rams and FGR. And a look at your driver standings, we've got Nuno holding on to first place, up on Serenade, but Gamer makes a big push into third, Prometheus in fourth, and look at this, Iceberg over top of Anti Amazing. An unsuspecting season here for the NTH driver, number 2, and Cosmo holding on strong to 8th place. What a fantastic showing he's made, all inside the top 10 this year. And finally, a glance at the constructors. We've got LSA strongly up into first place with a big push and the fast lap from Sobel, giving them the 1-point edge over NTH. It's just a 1-point lead though, right? It's a SCP in third place and FGR down in fourth. Big surprise, their struggle is finding that second permanent driver, and LYR not quite the showing that Eurus has hoped for, sitting in 5th place but just out of reach. That does it for us in the UK. We are off to France next week, and then our mid-season break.